I'm here with Tovah Feldshuh at Toronto Comicon. We know you, of course, as Dina from seasons 5 and 6 from The Walking Dead, and your great work this season on Crazy Ex-Girlfriend. Thank you for taking the time to speak with us.
My pleasure.
I wanted to ask you just a few quick questions. Your role as Dina. What characteristics in The Walking Dead, or your portrayal of Golda in O Jerusalem and upcoming Golda's Balcony, which is coming back to Toronto, or coming to Toronto, I should say, from June 7th until
June 19th.
Till June 19th. And that's going to be at the Greenwind Theater, if I'm not mistaken.
It was my biggest Broadway hit, and I have the privilege of saying it became the longest running one-woman play in the history of Broadway in 100 years. And thanks to the largesse and generosity of the Jewish community here in Toronto, somebody's underwritten this production, and I'm bringing Broadway to the Greenwood Theatre. And if you'd like to see a Broadway show that usually plays 1,000 seats a night in the size of the Greenwood Theatre, I'd say rush to buy a seat, because it's a gorgeous but succinct, smaller theatre. So it'll be like being off Broadway again, which is very, very intimate. It's a real opportunity to be up close and personal with the actor on stage.
What made you say that this was the character that you wanted to portray?
Deanna Monroe?
Deanna, or Golda, as you're kind of revisiting her.
In a most unromantic sense, these are the characters I was offered. I didn't audition for Golda Meir. They asked me to play her, and because of my track record with, I guess, prior roles that, like Yentl, Holocaust, Kissing Jessica Stein, A Walk on the Moon. Of course, I've also played Katharine Hepburn in Three Queens of Henry VIII. So 9 Jews from Birth to Death, and Hello Mother, Hello Father. Or Hello Mother, Hello Father. And in terms of what I play, just give me a great part, and I'll show up for work. I'm a storyteller. That's what an actor does. An actor hopes to transform themselves into other human beings, and in the transformation of the actor to Golda Meir, to Deanna Monroe, to Leona Helmsley. I'm about to do a musical about Leona Helmsley. The actor is saying, if I can do this, think what you can do. If I can be Peter Pan at 30 years old, which is when I played her, and Mary Martin played Peter Pan when she was 50, think what you can do. And that's how you want to engender hope in the audience. My whole theory of a standing ovation is that a standing ovation isn't for the actor. A standing ovation is the audience standing for their own aliveness to thank you for reawakening them. So they stand up. They say, thanks for waking me up.
After you give a commanding performance, how long does it take for you to kind of break character?
Well, I choose to break character as quickly as possible. When I leave the stage, I go downstairs, I invariably get into the shower immediately, because it's Golda Meir, fat suit and false legs, false breasts, a nose, a prosthesis, a wig. I even have a vascular system on my legs. She had phlebitis that I fashion every night. I have thick pieces of wool, and I sculpt the vascular system of Golda that night and put the clots in different places where she has trouble with her circulation. So I get out of the costume. It's a great way to lose weight instantly. And I bathe, and I leave the character behind. Much like The Walking Dead, if you do something well, you're exhausted. So you're wrung out. So that's it. Go home and do some bubblegum or something.
And the last question I just had for you is, what aspect of the performing arts really drew you most to the craft of acting?
What was the question?
Which aspect of the performing arts really drew you most to the craft of acting?
Well, I was a pianist, and a pianist is a solo performer. And I was at National Music Camp, and I would practice about 5 hours a day alone in a cinder block cabin. And I was lonely. And I got to the finals of concertos, the first year with the Mendelssohn G minor, the second year with the Mozart D minor, da-dee-da-dee-da-da, if I remember properly. But I couldn't win concertos. I could only get to the finals. I even played one of the concerti for Van Cliburn, who judged the finals. And I said, I'm not going to make it in this area. and I could never bear my own mediocrity. Never. I hated that B in math, 4 A's and a B. I got a B in math, though it taught me that I could survive my own sense of failure. I had a very high standard for myself, too high, I think. I would like to introduce more mercy and kindness into my personality at this stage of my life. So I decided to try out for plays with music so I could be in community with other people. And doggone it if I didn't get Cousin Hebe in HMS Pinafore and the operetta workshop of National Music Camp. There were 110 campers in that workshop, and there were only 3 female singing roles. Big lead, Buttercup. I wasn't chubby or old enough to play Buttercup. And Cousin Hebe. And I got Cousin Hebe, and I sang, and we are his sisters and his cousins and his aunts. I remember the 3 or 4 lines I sang, and I said, you know something? This bodes well. There may be a future for me. And I went into plays with music, and that's how my career was fashioning itself. I came to Broadway in a musical of Cyrano with Christopher Plummer, and the musical didn't run, but he won the Tony for it, and that was my introduction to New York theater. I came into the Palace Theater, which is almost unheard of. I was very, very lucky. It was the synchronicity of that moment to go from the Guthrie to the Royal Alex, played Toronto, into the Colonial Theater in Boston, and on to the Palace Theater in New York, which has a huge, rich history that's 100 years old from Broadway, more than 100 now. So, from plays with music, I changed my name from Terry Sue to Tovah by that time. And my perceived value in New York, in Minnesota, where I lived, started my career, Tovah's a Danish name. So they thought I was a landsman from Sweden or Denmark or something. When I got to New York, everybody thought I was Orthodox or Israeli, none of which I am. And I was a cheerleader from Quaker Ridge School. So, to make a long story short, though I had to fight to play the white Anglo-Saxon Protestant roles like Yentl, they weren't handed to me, but I was asked to audition for them, and I got it. So I went from being in the chorus of Cyrano, 14 lines in a red dress, to auditioning for Yentl the Yeshiva Boy by Isaac Bashevis Singer and Leah Napolitan at the Brooklyn Academy of Music. I remember the salary was $132 a week. I auditioned in a yellow terry cloth robe and combat boots and a cap, a little boy's cap. And I got that role, and that role transferred to the Eugene O'Neill Theater where Billy Norman's playing now. And I went from being nothing to going up on the marquee by the time I was 23. It was just a miracle. And from that came the offer for Holocaust, the offer to play Stratford. It's interesting, Tovah Feldshuh doesn't just have Hebrew resonance. Apparently it has weight, the way the name Morris Karnofsky has weight, because I'm offered Shakespeare all the time. I'd like to actually play King Lear, the father, before I leave this earth. And so I do a lot of classical work. I did 5 plays for the great Jack O'Brien, Romeo and Juliet, Two Gentlemen of Verona, The Country Wife, Measure for Measure, and my first one-woman show, Tovah, Rush Hour Review. But I've done a lot of classical work. I come from classical rep. I do a lot of dramatic work. And then sometimes people forget I'm funny. I'm very funny. I love a good laugh. What Jewish person doesn't love a good laugh? Are you kidding me? So there you go. And it's wonderful to be at the Comicon. Talk about a change of pace and a change of the genre. I mean, in my wildest dreams, I never thought I would end up here. But I'm thrilled to be here. It's a wonderful way to meet your fan base, to have them all come to Golda's Balcony at the Greenwind Theater June 7th to 19th, and I go out to the lobby afterwards. So if you want to meet me up close and personal, come to the play and get an education. A lot of people see Golda's Balcony twice because the information is flying at you at such a pace that they want to come back like a subscription series and have the information about the 1973 Yom Kippur War sift over them again. This is a play written by the man who wrote The Miracle Worker. It's phenomenal, and it has humor. Look, anything I'm in, I try to find the humor, I can tell you that. And it has versatility. I'm asked to play 32 roles, so I feel very lucky.
Tovah, it's an honor and a pleasure. Thank you very much for
Thank you.
taking your time with us.
I'll see you in
Appreciate
June.
it.